Hi, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Caesar Transformation and Healing Center. I was thought I'd do a reading on the Democrats and where they're at right now. I know many of us are wondering why they gave things over so easily, or so it seems. And none of us feel, well, none of us, I mean, many of us, I should say, feel like things were quite right with that whole the way the numbers came in and came in so quickly, and then just the sort of interference or the association with the guy who's in charge of the satellites. You know, so I figured let's see where the Democrats are out right now, out at right now. And the first card I get is the Three of Cups, right? Celebration, happiness, crossed by the Three of Swords. So as it is right now, they're devastated. They went from the heights of ecstasy to the depths of despair, and that's trying that we're trying to balance that out. And I know we can all sort of feel that because we've all been in both these places. Um, so what's underneath is the Knight of Pentacles. And when I saw this card, I thought, um, there's something on the road. There's something coming, something maybe about money. Um, this can also be all the groundwork they did. The Democrats did a lot of groundwork, through even when Biden was running, and then when Kamala was running. So they planted seeds. Seeds have been planted, and but this guy in this deck, he's actually going into town. He's going into the city. Um, and there's like, it looks like stars or something in the sky up there. See that? See, like there's something guiding them. I don't even know if that's just a defect in the card or if that's actually something. I don't see anything on the card, so that must be part of the card. In the past, we have the Ace of Cups, lots of feelings, lots of emotions. There was a healing that occurred, I think, especially when Kamala came in. Um, there was an emotional healing. You could see it when she would go out and talk among the people, and how it was brought hope to, not to everybody. Not everybody cared, and certainly not everybody liked her. But for those who did, it was a healing. It was a healing time. In the sky, we have the Page of Swords. This is the spy. There's something. They have their ears to the wind. They're watching for signs. I feel like they're, even though they seem to have just said, well, we have to get ready for the next president to come in, um, things aren't sitting quite. This card doesn't indicate this. This card indicates that they're listening for something. Now, we come up with in the immediate future, which is about 6 weeks out, which is let's see, that's about like to the beginning of January, maybe, I guess. We have them um, fighting, holding their ground. They have the higher perspective here. There's a lot of attack here, but they have a perspective um, in that situation. How it's seen from outside. This is King of Swords. This is a justice card. It's a having good judgment, um, being a good being a good judge um, of character, and perhaps domestic situation, lots of burdens. They're carrying lots of burdens. They're um, very burdened. Lot of things that they're trying to get the information that came in organized in a way. This is like disorganized. Things are disorganized still. Ideas not quite coming together. Not quite coming together in a way that they can see. That it's like there's still a lot of things that are blocking their view, but they continue to move forward despite that. Hopes and fears, we have the Three of Wands. Um, this is somebody waiting for something to come to them. They're waiting to go on a trip. They're um, waiting for their ships to come in. I almost feel like they're looking for aid from outside this country, maybe. It could be intelligence that they're waiting to hear from, maybe from one of our allies. And then the outcome, we get the uh, Eight of Pentacles, which is the Apprentice card. But the Eight of Pentacles is about just keep going. This is a Virgo card. Keep digging, keep applying yourself, keep applying yourself. There's a persistence here. And then the High Priestess, which is something hidden, is being revealed, something hidden. So I think that there are people working on something here, and their due diligence will reveal something that we didn't know before. Now, what's underneath this reading is we have the Five of Swords. This is an abuse of power, the bully, um, and then we have the Six of Swords here, moving away from troubled waters. I feel like these two cards indicate like the initial attack, and then because it definitely felt like attack at around the election on the election day. Felt like a psychic attack, really. Um, and maybe something else. It's like there was a warp. Felt like there was a warp in the I guess time. What is that? Time something continuum. And then we have the Five of Cups here. So this is underneath the situation. And so we have dirty tricks or an abuse of power, people playing unfairly, moving away to collect themselves, to bring the swords with them, the ideas, the things, but to come to a place of peace. And then we have just the emotional despair. But in this card, we have to remember that, yes, there is a moment to mourn, but we still have two cups that we can take over the bridge, right? Go over the river of sorrows and continue the life. Um, I almost feel like there's a sense of them retreating. There's a retreat here. Um, and I think, as people who were like, well, we're, why isn't anybody saying anything kind of thing. But then I kept pulling because I noticed right after these cards, this is what's underneath it. What's underneath that, perhaps, is full illumination, um, messages, big messages coming up, like throwing it up in the air, flares, right? Look at this information, and then we have a whole new beginning, a whole new beginning. So, what I would say is that they're still dealing with a lot of emotional grief, a lot of details they're not seeing quite clearly as to how things happen, but they still have a fighting spirit. So they're still fighting for it, and they're still working on it. Something is being worked on. And this could very well be the work of getting all the judges in place and all the things that they can do, assuming that Donald Trump actually won, which is what the AP said, right? So everybody's going along with that, but they are still working to unreveal something, and it looks like there's a possibility that it will be revealed if we can get past our grief and start to take the cups we do have left and walk forward with them. Okay. So something isn't right, and I think they have a feeling about it, but they have to have the proof. They have to have the proof, and that's the diligent part. That's the due diligence part. Um, and we'll see if that's actually a thing that pans out. Right now, they're up against it, but they're fighting it. But it's been a really devastating, and especially, sorry, this way, especially for women. This has been a real another blow to the feminine, and we're just fed up with this craziness, making it harder for people and all this meanness and stuff. It's unnecessary cruelty, and we're not abiding by it. We're not going to abide by it. So we'll see what happens. Mystic Sisters, any advice? Let's see if the Mystic Sisters have advice for the Dems. Or advice for the Democrats, Mystic Sisters. What do you say? What do you say? The lighting in here is terrible. This time of day, the lighting is awful. It's much nicer during the day when the sun's coming in or there's natural light. I have a whole bunch of mood lighting in here, but then I can't see the cards. So terrible lighting, but at least you get to see the cards. All right. Democrats, advice for the Democrats from the Mystic Sister Oracle. Nyx. I'll read this one. She's the goddess of the night. Nyx. Advice for the Democrats. What say ye, Nyx? Mystery, the unknown. No kidding, right? And I'll hold this up because it is a lovely card. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Nyx, the Greek goddess of night, beckons you to relax with the great mystery of the cosmos. She is a shadowy figure who thins the veil of the magical realms. It is said that those who worshipped her would do so at night in complete darkness. Nyx reawakens our sense of wonder and awe of the unknown. She urges you to relax and find peace within the deep mysteries. She calms us when we become anxious over things we cannot know. We often become so involved with the day-to-day mundane tasks that we forget the deep magic is at work behind the scenes. Oh, magic behind the scenes. Very interesting. Synchronistic events, strange coincidences, coinkydinks, powerful intuitions, and epiphanies through dreams are more likely to occur and help to restore your faith in the mysteries of the universe. Very interesting, guys. Very interesting. Yeah. I don't know. Sounds pretty interesting to me. We'll see, I guess. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe if you will. Check me out on my morning walks through the garden when I talk about the stars. And this Saturday on this channel, Victoria Skirbo, we're going to have Mystic Sisters. So join us 7 Eastern. Mystic Sisters Live, me and Ona. Take care, everyone. Namaste.